Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Todd, Southern Sipper, coming to you again. This is not a new location. This is generally what I like to call a mugshot cam. But I got everything kind of twisted around. I had this little TV in here and had a bright idea. Why don't you, instead of backing up to the camera, this curtain, set this thing up and have, something behind me. Now, what I got on there, back there right now, is the website of the gummy that we're going to be reviewing today, which is, we're going to do this one. I got two of them from them. This is the Koi Complete. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I really do. I always say I'm going to do it, but I never really do. Save some of the more, or some of the pertinent information for the back half of the video. Now, I just screwed the lid. Safety sealed for your protection. These are the Koi Complete. Now, these are 5 milligrams Delta 9 and 25 milligrams of CBD. Pomegranate in flavor. Now, I kind of jumped into this thing really quickly. Koi, they did kind of indirectly. They sent me these, so this is one of those videos. They smell nice. I've not had one of these. These are full spectrum. It's a 30 count, but that's a lot of gummies, 30. Anyway, I hadn't even gotten started on this yet, and I'm already just scatterbrained. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm rusty. So before I go any further into this, let me tell y'all, first let me just apologize for the absence of content. As all of you know, and while I'm explaining this, why don't I just eat the damn thing and keep going? Like I said, this is a 5 milligram Delta 9. $25 milligrams of CBD. Now, as all of you are aware, or if you follow the channel at all, you're aware. If you're new to the channel, very recently, that's really nice. That's kind of tart. Like nearly all of these gummies, there's always that little underlying terpene grassiness, citrusy, note. Some of the companies, man, they pride themselves on really hammering you with the with terpenes. That's not this. Now that the gummy is gone, tastes like a really nice fruity gummy. None of that lingering. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna act like a trained professional, which I am not. Put that right there. I don't know how this is gonna look. So, this is the first time I've tried this. And you know what? Somebody that thinks they have a channel to do this sort of thing might have done a little recording and then looked at it later. But, apparently I'm not that smart. So, let's keep going on Koi. Koi's been around for almost a decade. I did a little reading on their website. And they do have, they run the full gamut. They have tinctures and gummies. They also have mushroom stuff. And I'm looking because I can see some of the stuff over there. I didn't really see. They have, anyway, geez, I am so half-assed on this tonight. I want to apologize. So anyway, we'll get into all of the reasons that there was such a long absence. in between content, and it's a legit reason, and I apologize for that. But they there's also, let me just go ahead and mention this because I'm not going to talk about this in the second half. I have these also. These are CBG, CBC gummies. Look for a more detailed review on these later. Since these are both, this is the non-psychoactive effect type thing. I'm going to give them a full run because I'm an old fart. And, I got all of the usual aches and pains, arthritis and all that kind of stuff that I battle, every day because, those of you that follow the channel know I'm an outside guy. I'm totally blue collar, man. Coincidentally today, I tore apart a short bridge, and I had to tear it apart. Don't let me exaggerate. I had to pull some decking up because coincidentally, it's a bridge that spans our koi pond. We have some absolutely beautiful koi, and I knew I was doing this tonight, and that would have been fun. I should have taken a picture. But the water's a little murky because my UV light was out for a couple of days. Got the new one in. Didn't realize I didn't have a backup until it went out. So now that situation has now been resolved. But you have to pull the decking up to replace the light. So, I was rolling around in the, damn near fell in the pond. But that would have been a story for another day, which I have done in the past. That was comical. But anyway, so, every day is a new day. Every day is an adventure for me. So all my aches and pains, I tend to exacerbate them over the course of a day, because I'm still on tools, going to be on tools for a long time. You know what's not a good plan? To play with the mouse while you're doing this. And I did a little homework. I'm pointing at the wrong one. And the CBC and CBG, are not mood enhancing, but focus enhancing and anti-inflammatory. There's some research been done, and I'm hoping they'll help me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat this entire thing over the course of several days and see what kind of cumulative effect it might have on my poor old arthritic left knee and right elbow. I'm not looking for a cure. That ain't coming. But if it's just some relief, over, I would rather, if it works, I'd rather take something that comes naturally from a plant than from, eating NSAIDs and that sort of thing. I hope that makes sense. Look at that. I see what I do. This is what happens when you do things for the first time. Anyway, now, so back to the people at Koi. They have a full wellness section of stuff, along with all of the usual suspects with all the Delta 9 products. They're originally located out in California. So there you go. It's I believe a family-run business, which is cool. All their hemp is USA grown, and all that wonderful stuff. So now I'm going to be sitting right back here to do part 2, and depending on how this looked, because I do take, after I do these first half of these things, I do take it and go ahead and put it on my PC so I get some of the editing done, because sometimes the second half I just really don't, it ain't there, to sit down and do it. It's not that I can't, it's just that my desire to get sometimes to get it done is just not compatible with the enjoyment of said products. So I'm checking my mic because I hadn't charged it in a while. See, I'm completely out of sorts, and this is what happens when you get old as hell like me. You just freaking you got to have that routine, and I'm all out of whack with my routine with this new idea I had to kind of brighten it up, or not brighten it up, just make it look like I'm some sort of legit channel. Anyway, uh, all that being said, I'm in this thing longer than I wanted to be on this first half. Second half is going to be entertaining. We're going to talk about some more about Koi and a couple other things, and so without further ado, I'm going to get out of this one before I just completely lose track of the fact that I'm supposed to be turning this off right now. And I'll see you guys in the usual hour and a half or 2 hours.
And welcome back to part two. Something just, I'm never going to get, it just kills me here in this house. I don't know if y'all can hear that. This time of year, part of town, hang on. This is one of the downfalls of doing these reviews. This is a mouth dryer, children. Like I was going to say, though, I live in a really old part of town and tons of oak trees. And it's acorn dropping season, and it's just a racket. There's a storm front coming through, and which is one of the reasons I had to do the first part inside tonight. But all those acorns, they ping off the hood of my truck. I got a little enclosed trailer, and they're banging off the roof of that. Just saying, it's like somebody playing the drums out there. But anyway, we're supposed to be finishing up a review, not talking about acorns. How you like this? Like I'm all high tech or something. This is the gummy we're reviewing. It's a complete spectrum. 5 milligrams THC, 25 milligrams of CBD. Um, they've got, different gummies for different purposes. I like this one a lot. I mean, the flavor was good, and it's a slow builder, boys and girls. It was a good solid hour. It's been an hour. It's actually been 2 hours and 20 minutes now since I had that gummy. And it's been a slow build for, that solid hour and 20 minutes. So might not have even plateaued yet. But this 5 milligrams, if this is where it's going to end, this 5 milligrams is absolutely perfect for me. For a Monday night, this works out really, really well. Glad I got my hands on these. Now, like I said in the first half, these CBGs, we're gonna give those I'm gonna eat every one of them over the course of the next. There's 20 of them in there, so one a day, and I just want to see how that works for me, and we'll talk about those in detail during a review of some other gummy type product or beer review or something. I mean, God knows I can find an excuse to talk about it. But right now, I have no idea what else to say about Koi that hasn't already been said. Now, the ones on the screen there are grape. I had pomegranate, so obviously we come in a multitude of flavor options. So now, look at their prices even up there. $37.50, 30 in them, 30 count can. Anyway, so I looked at the first half of this thing, before I came back in here. It's a little dark. I'm gonna have to get a little light, or borrow something from my wife. She does some makeup stuff online, and she's got a little light that clips on and I'm acting like I'm clipping on the phone, like y'all can see that. That clip on and it's a little LED affair. I might borrow that. No, in that. So now we know that the biggest problem is I'm fighting. It's about to come back on. I'm fighting the light off of here, or that light up there is fighting this light. So that's fine. Eventually, what I'm going to try to do is just come up with some sort of generic background. Uh, you know, not necessarily show the product. I just did this to try it out. I hope folks at Koi don't get upset. You're going to see it when you go to the website anyway. Now, I was asked about a discount code. I asked them if I can get one, use Sipper. So y'all try Sipper. I didn't get a reply back before I did this, so I don't know if there is a discount code or not. But that's the one I asked for. Oh my goodness. Like now, I did want to talk about why I have what all the nonsense with me not being able to get any content out of late. All of you that follow the channel know I was in Las Vegas and went through Arizona and up into Utah and then back to Las Vegas, visiting my son very recently. And man, we had a great time. I still have 2 of those videos to get edited. No real reason it hadn't been done other than just, I just didn't do it. You know what? That's kind of bugging me, and we've made our point. Look at there. Let's get some better light, man. And it glares off my screen real bad too. So we'll tweak on this. Anyway, we were coming home. We flew out of New Orleans. I'm standing there at, baggage claim waiting on my shit to come around the corner. Mrs. Sipper had gone off to the bathroom. And this dude walks up behind me and starts honking and snorting and coughing right here, just blah. And I turned around and was going to say, hey, come on. When I turned around, dude's like 6'8". I was damn near looking at his belly button. And he's talking to a buddy, some sort of Eastern European language. I know what German sounds like. I had a German neighbor. Good man, I am. There we go. Y'all gonna love this video. Anyway, I know what German sounds like. French, Spanish, and all those are easy. Everybody knows what that sounds like. This was not that. So I have no idea where his cat was from. Wherever it was, they obviously don't give a fat frog's ass, about just blowing their phlegm down the back of somebody's neck. Well, he grabbed his bag and off we go. 2 days later, here I was honking and snorting. I told Mrs. Sipper when she walked back up what happened. I said, I got it. Whatever it was, I got that. There's no getting around that. And I felt just like crap for almost 2 weeks. Of course, I got tested for the coof and all that negative, but I always do. I got in the habit of doing it when we were living with my mom because she was so covered up in comorbidities, just being uber careful. Now, it's just nice to know. I have people at work that would need to know if I had been, in close contact with them. Anyway, no sooner did I kick that and think, well, I can get back on some videos, and came down with some kind of stomach bug. That one was rough. Gee, birds. I missed a couple of days of work. Never happens. I can't even remember the last time I had an unscheduled day over the course of my career. Probably been less than 10, but that put me down. And I'm yesterday and today has been the first days since that I have felt completely normal after all of that. I guess, hell, when you get old, you don't kick this stuff. You don't bounce back from it quite as damn fast, I guess. I don't know. But that, I'm telling you. And, and there's Mississippi and they're, healthy as a, you know, I come home with this stuff. She never gets it. It's amazing. But now that everything's done, it's time to go get flu shots and all that business. We've been doing that for, can't even tell you how long. Started it when young Mr. Sipper was a kid, went off to daycare that first time. I was never sick, man. The daycare, the cesspool of germs that is freaking daycare. Oh my God. Had to start getting flu shots or we'd have just been perpetually with the flu. Ridiculous. Good Lord, how about you see where this goes? Anyway, now that I've kicked all of that, I have an ambitious schedule set up for getting caught up on this stuff. I have gotten, whilst sick and right before I left, I suddenly found myself just way overstocked with stuff that needs to be reviewed, and none of it's beer. I mean, I got some beers to do, and I'm going to sneak one in here, but I got to get caught up on the THC stuff. So y'all be just bear that in mind. It's coming. It's going to be bam, bam, bam for a little while till I, can get myself caught up. It's just nuts what's sitting in there right now. It looks like I started a freaking dispensary. But anyway, this is the end of it. I'm just tired. I did work all day today. May not even get to go in tomorrow with this weather. I've gotten everything that could be done inside is already done. So guess what? If I'm rained out, I'm rained out. I'm an old salary guy. It's like a free day off. They'll get it out of me later, but I'll enjoy it. Hanging out at the house, not doing a hell of a lot. Be nice to do that every damn day. But anywho, as always, please like and subscribe. And at some point in my YouTube endeavors, I'm going to remember to say that at the damn beginning of one of these videos. So yes, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. And as always, try to enjoy all of your edibles and whatnot responsibly.